Hey, shalom, shalom. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 17, as my preface precept. The book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 17, is my preface precept. And it reads, "And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die." That was the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 17, is my preface precept. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Copyright Act of 1976.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
So let's start right here. Let's start right here. I mean, it's a lot of the same video because it looked like it's maybe one camera angle, but I think it'll get the point across. Check this out. Now let's look at that again. Check this out. Okay, as you see, people running. You know, you can see the mountains behind them. If you keep looking real hard, you should be able to see the birds beginning to fly. You can see panic and pandemonium happening on the ground. Now it says this is the Nepal-China border, right? So check this out. You see people running, right? And then as you can see right here, here it comes. I'm pretty sure it sounded like a train coming, you know, because I've never been in an avalanche, but they say it's you can hear it roaring as it come down the mountain. So you know, I'm pretty sure they heard it. You know, somehow they had some type of idea or perspective that a mudslide was coming because they were all running for their life. Now I'm putting this up raw. This news just came out. I just saw it 30 minutes ago. So I found some footage, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna collaborate with the Free Bros of GMS to milk this a lot more, because one man is not going to be enough to get it all out. But I was looking at this video at it, and I'm trying to figure out, should I hide inside the building or should I run? Because I'm thinking if I run like they're doing, the mudslide is moving pretty fast. And I know I'm putting this up raw, but bear with me as well. Let me type something in real quick. Let me see if I can type something in real quick. Bear with me. Let me close some of these screens. Bear with me. Let me go to let me go here. This is what I want. Bear with me. Let me type this in real quick. Average slack it. Bear with me. I'm putting this up raw. Average speed of a mudslide. The average speed of a mudslide is the average speed of a fast-moving mudslide is typically 10 miles an hour, but they routinely accelerate to speeds exceeding 35 miles per hour. So you're not going to be able to outrun a avalanche. Bear with me. I'm just responding to a few bros real quick. Bear with me. You're not going to be able to outrun an avalanche. I keep saying avalanche. You're not going to be able to outrun a mudslide. So let's go back to the footage. So when I saw this, I'm thinking maybe I should just hide in a building. Now, of course, you're going to be buried under tons and tons and tons of mud, as well as shit. You're going to be in feet of mud, like Lord knows how deep you're going to be flooded. Slocky, how deep you're going to be buried, and how many tons is going to be on top of you. But I would think that the building would be able to hold you, Lord willing. So I'm just trying to figure out, and Lord willing, we won't be in this type of situation. But like, what would be the best thing to do? Run or hide inside the building? So let's go back. Check this out, man. This was earlier today. You see him running, right? Here come the mudslide right here. This is not a typical mudslide. This is a judgment from the Most High. This is a ginormous mudslide, bro. Check this out. Look at that. So I would think, let me turn the volume down. I would think hiding inside the building would be best. I don't know, Israel. That's on the comment board. Tell me, brothers, what y'all think, man. Let's go to this footage. This is, remember now, I told you before, it's going to be mainly a lot of the same footage, but I'm just trying to just wrap my head around it. But this is what we do. We're spiritual weathermen. We report what's going on in the world, which is the judgments of the Most High. The Most High is judging the planet Earth, man. And he's about to judge America, and he's judging America with a triple K, modern day Babylon. And Slakia, before I get started with this live lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory to our power, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakat Kodash. Once again, double honor to the apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone that taught me this truth, that rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful 144,000 elect men, saints that are left on planet Earth, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children only in these last days. And to the new and to the few brothers and sisters listening to me, that's in this truth, to you, I say, Shalom. It's your brother Kawas comes to you with another lesson in this truth, 24/7, 365. Once again, Israel, this is what I do to get you in the mood. Kwam Yasharala, Rise, Israel. We got next, baby, any day now, guaranteed. Can't wait, book it. The two most important things you will ever know as a Hebrew Israelite in this knowledge and this truth is the name of our power, which is Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten Son, whose name is above all names, whose name is Yahushua. Esau Edom, ESAU. Esau Edom is a so-called white man. He's not white, but he's red. He's our red, sinister Hebrew big brother enemy, Esau Edom. We are Jacob of the Bible. So Salakia, I'll jump right into the video, but I had to get that out. So yeah, so let's finish listening to this video. But like for those that are just coming on, I was trying to figure out what would be best. Let's go back to that previous video. I was trying to figure out what would be best in this type of situation. You see pandemonium, you see panic, you see birds flying, people running. So I looked it up. It says the speed of the average avalanche, the speed of the average mudslide is 10 miles per hour, but they routinely accelerate to speeds exceeding 35 miles an hour. So this could go up to 40, 45, 50 miles an hour, and no human being can run that fast. Not even Usain Bolt can run over that fast to get away from this mudslide. So let's go back. And I was trying to figure out what would be best. The spirit would have to really be dealing with you in order to make a right decision at this moment. And me just outside looking in, hindsight is 2020, right? I would stay in this building. And if you look, you can see a few people going into the building instead of running. Let's check it out again. As you can see, people are running this way, right? But there's a few people right here that is running into the building. You know what? I have bear with me. I have a Facebook video right here. You can see a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger. Check this out. There's no sound. So here, the mudslide is going to come from this way and to the left. And you can see people running, and you can see people running into this building. This one's a little bit bigger. Check it out. See the birds flying? The birds, see the birds. The birds know, bro. The birds know, bro. We know that. Birds know what's happening. They was out, and the people knew too. But like I said, there's people running away from the avalanche, trying to get away, and there I seen a few people run into this building. Panic, man. Look at that. Look at that. You can see this right here. It looks like a pole right here shaking, right here where my cursor is. And here come the avalanche. See the smoke beginning right here? Here come that. I keep saying avalanche. Shalaki Israel. The mudslide. Look at that. Debris. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! Judgment, bro. Judgment. Hey, Shalom on the comment board. King Mashiach, GMS Narrow Path 144, subscribe, be edified. King Parathon, Parathon, Bound Howard, 444, subscribe, be edified. Hey, Malak, I need some help with this, man. And Lord willing, we can maybe collaborate later today or tomorrow in the spirit. I'm gonna need some help with this, man. We know this is breaking news, right? So, Lord willing, we can collaborate our schedules and let's milk this, man. The Most High is judging this place, man. And what's this? Today, our Shabbat begins tonight here on the West Coast. Well, wait a minute. Isn't China ahead of us? So it's already the Shabbat there. And we know on the Shabbat, I believe it's already the Shabbat there. You know, on the night of the Shabbat, the spirit of the Most High is on the planet Earth. The right hand and left hand side is real heavy. That's why we meditate in the spirit and we stay in the spirit, and we do nothing on the Shabbat but rest in the spirit. While the world is out and about doing things on the Shabbat, being attacked by demons and don't know why, because they're supposed to be resting in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua on the Shabbat, because the Most High made an appointment with Israel. You know, you make an appointment with your doctor. Okay, the doctor said I'm gonna be in my office on the 3rd of October at 12 o'clock. Come visit me. Come see me on the 3rd of October at 12 o'clock. That's when the doctor's going to be at the office, right? Well, the Most High made an appointment with Israel. I'm going to be on the planet Earth every week on the Shabbat. Fellowship with me. Spend time with me. Rest, as well as the left-hand side demons. So that's beautiful. We have the calendar, the appointment, the itinerary of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, the hopeful elect men saints that are left on planet Earth, and the 1/3 men, women, and children, and low part of their number. We have the itinerary of the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. And his itinerary says here on the West Coast, he's going to be on the planet Earth tonight at sundown. Well, wait a minute. So let me look it up. I already read the average. Well, let me bring another one up. I'm gonna keep that. Let's look up how many hours. How many hours? Bear with me. My typing could be better. How many hours is China? Come on, Kwas. Ahead of America. Come on, Kwas. 12 to 18 hours. So yes, they're already in their Shabbat. It's already the Shabbat in China. So the Most High brought this, and we're there in this knowledge and this truth for those that are learning. There is no coincidence. Excuse me. There are no coincidences in this knowledge and this truth. It's called prophecy. It's called judgment. So the Most High is judging China, Moab, on the Shabbat. How many more other places in the world the Most High is judging people right now, countries right now, that we're not seeing on the news or on camera? So this happened on the Shabbat, and that is not a coincidence. Kohalo Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Arakak Wadash. That's why you better fear him, right? I'm gonna play that again, but let me go back to my preface precept. And it says Genesis 6 verse 17. And behold, this is the Most High Yahweh speaking. even I, do bring a flood of waters. This is Genesis 6, verse 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh. He's still doing that to a certain extent. That's destroying all flesh. Everybody up that got what that's under that mudslide is put to death. Wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. Right? Let's get back to this video, and I'm gonna get another precept, a couple more, and I'm out. Point blank, period. Check it out again. Like I said, what is the best thing to do, Akim? Hide inside. Put on the comment board. Help me out. What's the best thing to do? Go inside this building or run? And I told you the average mudslide is 10 miles per hour, but they routinely accelerate to speeds of 35 miles per hour. And when we look at this video, we know damn well this mudslide is not going 10 miles an hour. Check it out. So like I said on the comment board, Akim, give me your take. What do you think would be best in the spirit? To hide inside the building or try to run? I'm thinking hide inside the building, just shit. But you probably will never get dug out. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation when Yahweh Shai's on your ass. There's no options except death. That's why you better fear the power of the Most High. Fear Allah Shai, your demon-like power. Point blank, period. Pray for me, Israel. Y'all know me. Check this out. There's no sound to the video. Man, people, now this car, man, he going too goddamn slow. I'm out. I'm out. Birds flying, people running. Man, if I got to run somebody over, I'm out in that car. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to be cruising. But then again, you never know. He may not know it's a mudslide coming. Or he don't know how far away it is. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation with the Most High. What was that? Damn, one of the bros brought it out last night. I don't think I can remember. But it has something to do with there's nothing you can do when the Most High is against you. There's nothing you can do. I think it goes, if the Most High is against you, let me see if I can bring it out last night. Hold on. If God, not if Yahweh is with you, who can be against you? No. Let me see, is against thee. Let's see if I can bring it out. If not, I'm not gonna worry about it. But the bros on I'm talking about, it came out last night. Let me see. Yo, that's not what I want. Not the Romans. Was it Ezekiel 5? I think that was you, Mashiach, that brought that out. Remember what that was, Mashiach, you brought out last night? Yeah, kind of humble and pray. Damn, was that you, Mashiach, that brought that out? Is it Ezekiel 5? Bear with me. Was it Ezekiel 5, Mashiach? I think that was you that brought it out, Malak. Let me see. Was it Ezekiel 5? If I can't get it, I'm gonna move on. But the bro brought it out last night. That was a heavy precept. Damn, was that Ezekiel? Right. Khan, call on Yahbashim Yahushua. Ezekiel 5, verse 8. Listen good. Therefore, Ezekiel 5 and 8. Therefore, and always find out what is therefore. Thus says the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua power. Behold, I, even I, am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee in the sight of the nations. When the Most High is against thee, there's nothing you can do, man. So when we go back to this video, this van, this van, the Most High is against the person in the van. I mean, he had a great opportunity to get away. Here's a truck right here. I'm seeing a red truck right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, the red truck is backing up, right? The red truck is backing up. The van's trying to back up to go forward. Why aren't y'all getting away? Why? Because the Most High is against thee. That's why. Look at these people panicking. Look at the birds flying, bro. Look at that. Remember, this video has no sound, but for some reason, these people are running into the building. But like I said, if you do run into the building, you're going to be buried under so much tons and tons and feet of mudslide. Look at that, man. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at that. That is unsurvivable, bro. Unsurvivable. Am I saying that right? Look, and it's still moving. Look, it's still going. Look at that. It's still going. And it's still going. And it's still going. And it's still going. Did I say it's still going? Bro, why do you think we fear the Most High? And I'm getting ready to get my favorite precept now that King Mashiach, GMS Narrow Path 1442, subscribe, be edified. He's on the comment board. He keep bringing out that I keep going to. Let's get it. It's Sirach chapter 1 in the Apocrypha. Sirach chapter 1 in the Apocrypha, verse 20 and 21. Listen to this. It says, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 20 and 21. Listen and listen good. Get it in your spirit. The root of wisdom to make good decisions. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge. What is the knowledge? The scriptures, the answers, the breakdowns, the prophecies, right? The name of Yahweh and Yahushua is the wisdom. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, and the branches thereof of that root are long life, not being put to death in a mudslide or an avalanche or by Esau or during Jacob's trouble or by nuclear missile fire. But here's my point. Listen good. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 21 in the Apocrypha. The fear, that's the topic of the paragraph. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua driveth away sins. The water, thank you for that. And where it is present, what? The fear of the Lord Yahweh, where it is present, it turneth away wrath. We are witnessing the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, the power of the Hebrews, who's a melanated man with a beard, an afro, and an attitude. And you can see his wrath, man. This is heavy, bro. Time. Kodash put up human wisdom, brilliance, insight. There are no help if the Lord is against you. Proverbs 21 and 30. Let me grab that real quick, Malak. Proverbs 21 and 30. No, let me keep that up. Proverbs 21 and 30. Let me grab what Kodash put up. Proverbs 21 and 30. Let me grab that real quick off the comment board. King Kodash 7779. Subscribe, be edified. Proverbs 21 and 30. Let me grab that. Give me some backup on that. The water Malak, I need it. Right. Proverbs 21 and 30. It says, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. So if the Most High is against you, it's a wrap. There's nothing you can do about it. Point blank, period. And then I think I got that on cue, Mashiach. Let me see. No, I don't. Let me get King Mashiach. GMS Narrow Path 1442. He put up Sirach 43 and 29. Let me get that. Sirach 43 and 29. Bear with me. Let me get back to that to get a couple precepts and I'm out. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 43, verse 29, off the comment board. Let me get it. Verse 29. Listen good. The Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, is terrible. Just terrible, Cletus. Inside joke. The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is terrible and very great. Wait a minute. That's an oxymoron. He's terrible and very great. Well, I want the very great part. I don't want the terrible part. He's the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power. I want the very great and marvelous part. I don't want no smoke from the terrible part of Allah Shatya, demon-like power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Point blank, period. Fire, Malak. I needed that. The water. I'm gonna pin that on it, bro. Yeah, man. So let's get back to that real quick. And Shalom Kakama Wad Da'ith 9278. Shalom Balak Yah Bashim Shabrakatah, Barakathum to you and your household. All the brothers on the comment board, all the princes on the comment board. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Harakat Kwadash, Barakatah, Barakathum to you and your household. So let's get back to that, man. Let's get back to the judgment, man. This is heavy, bro. And once again, look at the panic. Look at the pandemonium. Look at the indecisiveness. Look at the non-wisdom. And then look at the wrath of the Most High, how the mudslide just continued to go and go. So as you can see right here where my cursor is, it's a wall, right? So whatever, when the mudslide came from right where my cursor is and to the left, it hit that wall and it just went all to the right of my screen, or to the left of your screen, or however you're looking, to the right. It went all that way because this wall, this mountain stopped it. So it just destroyed that whole area. Oh my, you get my point. I can't just, it's not enough words to describe what we're looking at. Let's check it out. Once again, I hate to keep interrupting, but they did not have no wisdom in these vehicles. Bro, I would be flooring it out. I'm sorry if I got to run somebody over, bro. But obviously they did not know that the mudslide was that close, because they was just lollygagging. Oh, okay, I'm going to get out of here. Man, that avalanche was seconds away. I keep saying avalanche. That mudslide was seconds away. See the birds. See the birds. Remember, it has no sound. Damn. And it's still going. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the screen. Look at the camera. Still debris. Still debris and water and mud. Heavy. Man, look at that. Still going. Still going. Okay, now real quick, let me get this. King Mashiach just put up. Man, that was heavy. Let me get this preset. He put up Jeremiah 5 and 22. Let me grab that. And I got a few on it, a few I want to bring out too. Let's grab off the comment board. Let me see if let me bring that up on my screen. No, I'm good. Let me get Jeremiah 5 and 22. Check this out. King Mashiach just put this up. GMS Narrow Power 1442. Jeremiah 5 and 22. Listen to this precept. This is heavy. Well, you know what? Let's go back to verse 21. The point is in verse 22. Jeremiah 5, verse 21 and 22. My point is in 22. Jeremiah 5, verse 21. Hear now this. Hear ye, hear thee, right? O foolish people, and you 2/3 Jake niggas and niggettes, prosperity gospel loving Negro Christians, Latinos, you're the foolish people as well, just like these dumbass Moabites, aka Chinese people are. He's going to get you the same way with your foolishness, believing that Cesare Borgia, the pale male, Jesus Christ, cheese and rice is going to save you. Jeremiah 5, verse 21. Hear now, O foolish people, and without understanding, comprehension of this knowledge is truth, or of the fear of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, you have no understanding of it. We do. Why do you think we die daily to our flesh? While we do videos constantly, we study like it's no tomorrow. We pray like it's no tomorrow because we fear. Excuse my adamancy. This is chestnut checkers. I'm serious about this, man. I have a zeal for this, man. It says, "O foolish people, and without understanding of the knowledge of the truth of the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the power of the universe. Hear now, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, and which have ears and hear not." Wait a minute. You got eyes to see the brothers on the highways and the byways week in and week out. The men of Great Millstone on the highways and the byways week in and week out with the beards, the Bibles, and the garments. You see the videos pop up on your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook. You see it, but you have eyes and see not. But you'll watch that Netflix movie. You'll watch that porn. You'll binge watch some bullshit, Tubi, but you don't want to watch the videos of the prophets? No deliverance, no salvation for you. You have eyes and see not, and have ears and hear not. You refuse to listen to the truth because you may hear us cuss. Well, there's an article I brought on. I'm not going to bring it out. It says some of the most smartest people cuss. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring that out. See if it'll bring up this article. Some of the smartest people curse. Bear with me. Yes. I typed in some of the most smartest people curse. AI overview said yes. Scientific research shows a positive link between large swearing vocabulary and higher verbal intelligence. Point blank, period. It says verbal fluency. A study published in Language Sciences found that people who can generate the most curse words in a minute also tend to have higher verbal fluency and larger overall vocabularies. Social intelligence. Knowing the appropriate time and place to use profanity requires social awareness and cognitive skills. One more. Honesty and creativity. Other studies link swearing to higher levels of perceived honesty and creative thinking. So yes, you may turn on our video, catch our video. You may hear us say some cuss words. Well, we're expressing ourselves. Yahushua, who the world calls Cesare Borgia, back in the ancient world, they would use the word fox or snake to get their point across about someone. That's a cuss word. That's like calling someone a mofo or a nigger or a bee, calling them a snake or a fox. Well, now we call them a nigger, a bee, a mofo, and you don't like that, but yo weak ass beta male coward ass pastor refused to cuss at church, but he go home and cuss like a sailor. Man, we are vexed, man. Real men are angry with the bullshit. There's a saying that goes, strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. Weak men make bad times. We have a lot of weak men. Why do you think there's bad times? But strong men make good times. You're looking and dealing with men of Great Millstone and the men of like doctrine. We are the strong men on the planet Earth. And we are creating good times through this prophecy, through these precepts, through these videos, through the prophesying the downfall of America and ushering in the coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua. But you weak-ass beta male, nigger women, niggas, don't like us, brother. We'll cuss your ass out. We don't give a damn. We're talking to you and we're talking to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. We cussing your ass out, telling you who you are. Let me prove that. Well, let me finish. Well, before I forget. What's that? Help me, Israel. What's that? Isaiah 60. And I'm gonna get back to that Jeremiah, and I'm gonna get back to the video, and I'm out. But the Spirit's on me, and the brothers on the comment board. It says Isaiah. I want to say 60 or 58. I think it's 60. No, Isaiah 58. Isaiah 58. Listen good. Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud with our voice, right? Cry aloud. What do you think we're doing? I'm crying aloud now. The men of Great Millstone and the men of like doctrine, week in and week out, on the highways and the byways, doing these sit downs. We are crying aloud. That's a commandment. You're reading it. Cry aloud, spare not. We don't give a damn about your feelings, Jake, Jakey, Keisha, Latino backslider, prosperity gospel loving Christian. We don't give a damn about your feelings. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Why do you think we don't use a PA system? We don't use a megaphone when we're on the highways and the byways. We use our voice. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. That's what we do. We don't give a damn about your feelings. You don't like it? Turn to TD Snakes with his bullshit ass daughter teaching you, and these women teaching you, and these beta male ass, coward ass, pastor pervert, bishop bacon, deacon dildos with phallic symbols on their neck, with swine's flesh in their teeth, and iodine in their blood, and adultery on their spirit. Go ahead and listen to them. We don't give a damn. This is for everybody to hear, but it's not for everybody. This knowledge, this truth, this good news is for everybody to hear, but it's not for everybody. And we're only fishing for the elect man and the hopeful elect woman and children. That's it. Back to Jeremiah 5:22. Off the coming board, King Mashiach, GMS Narrow Path 1442. Jeremiah 5, verse 22. Fear ye not me? That's a question. Fear ye not me? Yes, we fear you, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. Fear ye not me? Says the Lord Yahweh. Will you not tremble at my presence? You idiot. What did it say in verse 21? Oh, foolish people and without understanding. Will you not tremble at my presence, oh ding-dong, foolish-ass people without understanding? Will you not tremble at my presence at a mudslide from hell? That was a mudslide from hell, which had placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree. That's what he done. You didn't do that, Esau Edom. You didn't do that, Jakey, Keisha, Latino Christian. You didn't place the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree. You didn't stop the water from coming on shore at the ocean. You can't. He did that. The ocean water can easily come inland and flood everything. But the Most High has made a decree for the water not to do that, to come right to the sand and then go back. That's how powerful he is, by a decree that it cannot pass it. And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it by the decree of the Most High. And about 4 or 5 precepts popped in my mind, but I'm going to try to calm down. I did not want this to be long, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to go there. Let's go back to the video, and I'm going to get these precepts, and I'm out. One more time. We can't watch this enough. Check this out. One more time. I'm going to get to my precept, and I'm out at 5,000. Woo, heavy. Heavy, 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 heavy. And I got a few more on TikTok I'm going to go to, and I'm going to get to my precepts, and I'm out. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that, man. That whole area it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That got to be going 50 miles, 60 miles, 70 miles an hour, bro. Minimum 50 miles an hour. Now, real quick, let me go back to my preface free, so I can't bring this out enough. Genesis 6, verse 17. And behold, I do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. Let me get this one. Genesis 7, verse 4. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Here in Southern California, I live in city of Lancaster, which is 80 miles north of Los Angeles. We're about 2,100, 2,200 feet above sea level of Los Angeles, right? Even in LA, I used to live in LA, South Central, but I'm up here now. If it rained for one day, bro, it's flooding everywhere. Off one day, off just a few hours, it's flooding on every corner, everywhere. Well, wait a minute. The scripture just said, Genesis 7, verse 4, for yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights of constant rain. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy off the face of the earth. That was Genesis 7, verse 4. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 93, from the top. Listen to this. Psalm 93, verse 1 from the top. And I got that word majesty, I believe. Did I get it? Let me see. Majesty. Let's get it real quick. Majesty. Let's get the word majesty before I start reading. Right here, majesty definition, right? Majesty means impressive beauty. So this Psalm 93 is referring to the majesty of the Most High, his impressive beauty, his grand dignity, right? Synonym, his grandeur, his stateliness, his dignity, his nobility, his royalty, right? So let's get to it. Psalm 93, verse 1. The Lord Yahweh reigneth, point blank, period. Esau, Edom, so-called white man, you think you reign. You don't reign over shit. Ammon, Moab, Ishmael, Amalek, all the other nations, you don't reign. The Lord Yahweh reigneth. That's why he's the King of kings and the Lord of lords. The Lord reigneth. He is clothed with majesty. What's that? Impressive beauty, grand dignity, right? It says, the Lord Yahweh is clothed with strength. And that strength that he's clothed with, we're going to need and depend on and lean on in these last days, which is his fear. Let me grab this real quick. Let me grab this. What is that? Bear with me. That is, what is that? Israel? Slakia. I'm having a little brain freeze. The beginning. Is it Zechariah 13? No, it's not that. No. Bear with me, Israel. What is that? That is bear with me, Israel. Damn, I'm having a brain freeze. No. Where it says the whole duty of man. Bear with me. The whole duty of man. Yeah, here it is. Ecclesiastes, Slakia. Here it is. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. Listen. What led me here? Psalm 93, verse 1. Psalm 93, verse 1 led me to Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. The conclusion of the whole matter of life. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, point blank period, to the best of your ability, for this is the whole duty of man. Point blank period. Right? Ecclesiastes 12, verse 14. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment, and we're seeing that now, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. But my point was Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. Let's get back to Psalm 93, verse 1. The Lord Yahweh reigneth. He is clothed with majesty, impressive beauty, The Lord Yahweh is clothed with strength, wherewith he has girded himself, and that's the strength we're going to lean on because we fear him. The world also is established that it cannot be moved. Second verse, Psalm 93. Your throne is established of old. You are from everlasting. The scripture in Daniel's calls the Most High Yahweh the Ancient of Days. He is before time. He's the Ancient of Days. He's before time. See, the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, created time for us. He paused eternity for us. Now, we know in the heavens it's eternity, there's no time. But here on earth, there's time. So he paused eternity to a certain extent on the earth for us. He paused eternity on earth for us, which create time. But he is before time. He is before day. That's why the scripture called him the Ancient of Days. Psalms 93 and 2. Your throne is established of old. You are from everlasting. Third verse. The floods, ding, ding, ding. The floods have lifted up, O Yahweh. The floods have lifted up their voice. We're seeing the voice of the flood. We just saw it. The floods lift up their waves. Woo. Fourth verse. The Lord Yahweh on high is mightier than the noise of many waters. If you ever, you can probably type in YouTube and listen to the sound of Niagara Falls. It is a very loud sound. That is the minimum. That is a minimum sound of the voice of the Most High. That's why I said Psalm 93 and 4, the Lord Yahweh on high is mightier than the noise of many waters, that Niagara Falls, the sound of a mudslide, the sound of an avalanche. Yea, than the mighty waves of the sea. Woo! The Most High's voice is more powerful than that. Fifth verse, Psalm 93 and 5. Your testimonies are very true. And we're reading about the testimonies in the scriptures, and we're seeing the testimonies. Holiness becometh your own house. Woo! O Yahweh forever. That was Psalm 93, verse 1 through 5. This is the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 40, verse 10. These things are created for the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, a so-called white man, according to Job 9:24, according to Psalms 17:13, and all the other nations are the wicked, but also you two third Jake niggas and niggettes, prosperity gospel, Catholic, Christian, Latinos, you're the wicked as well, you unbelievers. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood during Genesis that we read about in Genesis 6. That was Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 40, verse 10. Same book, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach and the Apocrypha 44, chapter 44, verse 17. Noah, you heard of Noah, right? Was found perfect and righteous. And Lord willing, we will be found perfect and righteous in these last days, the hopeful elect men and the one-third men, women, and children. Noah was found perfect and righteous. At the time of wrath, he was taken in exchange for the world. And Lord willing, we will be beamed up and they take it for exchange for the world into what the world calls a spaceship UFO. There's two scriptures that come to mind when I read that. I'm gonna go to Acts chapter 1, verse 8. I'm gonna go right to the point. Verse 8, verse 9 and 10. Right to the point. Acts chapter 1, verse 9 and 10. And when he had spoken these things, talking about Yahushua, if you read back right here, see words in red of Yahushua. So verse 9 is talking about Yahushua. Acts chapter 1, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, Yahushua, while they beheld, who beheld? His disciples that was with him when he spoke these things, he was taken up, not taken down, he was taken up, and a cloud, yes, a cloud in the sky, and a cloud received him out of their sight. He was beamed up. Acts chapter 1, verse 10. And while they looked Who are they that look? The disciples that was with them. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, they're looking up. Behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which were angels. Angels can disguise themselves as men. Two men stood by them in white apparel. 11th verse, Acts chapter 1. Which also said, the angels, these two men in white apparel that appeared after he went up, is talking to the disciples. Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven in a cloud, so shall come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven. And it's another one. I want to say Revelation 18, but I'm not quite sure. Let me just type it in. Yeah, Revelations 11, right here. This is us being, Lord willing, part of that number, being beamed up into a chariot out of World War III and out of the judgment, the plagues of America with a triple K. Revelations 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them in Hebrew, come up hither. Come up where? Into the chariot. And they ascended up, and Lord willing, part of that number, man. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. Ding, ding, ding. Didn't we just read about a cloud in Acts chapter 1? And their enemies beheld them. One more to back that up. What's that, fellas? Isaiah 26 and 21. Isaiah 26. I'm sorry, Isaiah. Where you at, Isaiah? Isaiah 26 and 21. Isaiah 26 and 20 and 21. Isaiah 26, verse 20 and 21. Come, my people. We just read about that in Revelation 11 and 12, where it says, come up hither. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. In a chamber, if you look it up, it goes into like a parlor, a safe haven, somewhere where you can be comfortable and safe, which is the chariots, what the world call a UFO, a spaceship. And these spaceships have PA systems where you can hear, they make sound, they have windows, they have concentrated laser beam coming out of them, right? Come up, my people, enter into thy chamber, the chariot, and shut thy doors about thee in the chariot. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment until the indignation overpass. And the indignation that we're going to be hiding ourselves from in the chariot, up in the chariot, the indignation is the ICBM thermonuclear missile fallout, radiation fallout that is on planet Earth. Remember, an ICBM thermonuclear missile can reach a minimum of 1 million degrees. 21st verse. Isaiah 26, verse 21. For behold, see, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. That's not good when the Most High Yahweh is going to come out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, their continual sin. And therefore, I don't want none of that. I don't want the Most High to, like your father. When your father get up, because you've been making so much noise, he's getting up to whoop your ass. When the Most High come out of his place to judge the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, he's not coming to say hi. He's coming to kill, steal, and kill. He's coming to put to death a lot of people. It says, the earth also shall disclose her blood from all the death, and shall no more cover her slain. There was another one that came to my mind, but I just lost it. But it's all bueno. Let's go to, did I finish that? Yeah. Psalm 93 and 5. Your testimonies are very sure. Holiness become thy own house, O Lord, forever. O Yahweh, you ever, forever. This is, I read this already. Yeah. I'm going to read this again. Ecclesiasticus 40, verse 10. These things were created for the wicked. We just talked about that. And for their sakes came the flood, right? Judgment, punishment. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 40, verse 11 in the Apocrypha. All things that are on the earth shall turn to the earth again, and that which is of the waters does return into the sea. You see, that was Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 40, verse 11. This is Sirach or same book, Ecclesiasticus 44, verse 17 in the Apocrypha. Oh, yeah, this is where I was when I left off, Salaki, Israel. Noah was found perfect and righteous, and Lord willing, we will be found perfect and righteous. In the time of the wrath, he was taken in exchange for the world, and Lord willing, we will. Therefore was he left as a remnant upon the earth when the flood came. And Lord willing, we'll be part of that remnant, according to Isaiah 1, verse 9. Last but not least, I believe I got one more. I believe it's Genesis, right here, 7. Yeah, one more. Let me go there first. Genesis 7 and 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, and the seventh day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open. So when the Most High flooded the earth, the previous earth, he made it rain from the heavens and from the ground. Why do you think water come from the sky? Because there's water in the sky, okay? But it's also water in the earth. So he made the water come from the heaven and the earth. That's why it says the same day were the fountains of the great deep broken up, which is in the ground, and the windows of heaven were open. That was Genesis 7, verse 11, last but not least. 2nd Esdras 3, verse 9. And again, in the process of time, you brought forth, I'm in the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras 3, verse 9. And again, in the process of time, you brought the flood upon those that dwell in the world and destroyed them. This is your brother Kawas Malak and the brothers on the comment board. This has been Raging Waters. Lord will was edifying to the point. Perfectly, I'm praying for you. Kwame Sharala, Rise, Israel. We got next baby any day now. Guaranteed, can't wait. Book it. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Once again, double honor to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, that taught me this truth, that ruled well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful 144,000 elect men, saints that are left on planet Earth, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children only in these last days. And to the new and to the few, brothers and sisters listening to me that's in this truth, to you, I say Shalom, Abba, Babal, DTA. One more video. Listen up. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Copyright Act of 1976.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You want to subscribe to this page? It's Manatazak Banyamyan 144. Subscribe and be edified. The young elder brother up in San Francisco. Beautiful. Subscribe to his page and be edified. Listen up.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man, and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, but the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven. and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou, and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife.
Bear with me as well. Something's on the screen. I don't like that. It's showing on my screen, you guys. You know what? Let me just do it like this. Okay, let me just do it like that. Let's get back to a slot here.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man, and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, but the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven. And everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou, and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, into the ark because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days, that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day, were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark, they and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh. as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. And every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died. And every living substance was destroyed which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days.
Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yahweh Shemel Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Once again, that is Manatazak Ben Yemyen. The page is Manatazak Ben Yemyen 144. Subscribe, be edified. It's Brother Kawhi Balak. Thank you for listening. To the next one is Rayel. To you, I say Shalom and Abba Babal DTA. Shalom.